What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. We got multiple different things for you guys here in this video. We're going to go over several different types of stimulus checks, tax relief checks, tax rebate checks, multiple different types of those here in this video that you might not even know about that are going out to millions of people here for you guys in this video. I'll show you them directly here on the screen. And part of my mission here on this channel is to let you guys know about these here, and I'll show you them here directly on the screen. If you've been watching my channel, you know that about 32 or 33 different states have passed state stimulus checks, property tax rebate checks, lowering taxes already here this year, and there's probably going to be a lot more next year as well. And the federal government has been, we know the federal government has already passed 3 stimulus checks. The student loan forgiveness of $10,000 to $20,000 is passed with executive order, but right now the Republicans are actually challenging it with a lawsuit. We'll go over some details here on that. So let's jump right in. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. It just makes it so you won't miss out on new videos. Click the bell icon after subscribing. And don't forget to hit the like button for us as well. Here we go. Okay, you can see here, fourth stimulus check update 2022. Brand new $465 direct payments going out next week. See if you will get one. This one is for West Virginia. Zoom this in here. You can see here the West Virginia, eligible Americans in West Virginia will get relief checks worth up to $465 starting next week. The West Virginia Department of Health and Human Services said a supplemental payment will be available for residents who were part of the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, LIEP, in 2022. Almost every single state has a program like this: energy assistance, heating assistance, utility assistance. I have some a link down below in the description of this video how to apply for this in your state. So it's not just West Virginia, although this article talks about West Virginia. There are programs like this in each state. Eligibility will be based on income, type of heating payment, and the total heating cost. Depending on the amount of assistance that was required using the LIEP program, or LEAP program, maybe, in West Virginia in 2022, eligible recipients are set to receive between $25 to $465. However, the method of obtaining that payment will depend on how you specifically use LEAP. We'll go with LEAP here. There's another program with an H in there, and I think that one's called LIHEAP. I think that one's specifically for heating. Each state has a slightly different name for this, so we'll call this one LEAP. The state's Department of Health and Human Services explained the payment will be paid to the utility provider, or a check will be sent to the people who received LEAP for bulk fuel. Next up, do you qualify for Pennsylvania's rent and property tax rebate program? Pennsylvania's been doing a pretty good job here recently. They got a lot of different things going on. Yeah, Pennsylvania's a pretty good state here, or a pretty big state, I meant to say here. Pretty good state, pretty big state, both of those, right? Both those apply. Pennsylvania's rent and property tax rebate program, which will cover a lot of people, because if you're a renter or a property owner, probably covers most people, which helps older and disabled residents offset the rising cost of housing, got a major one-time boost this year as part of the state budget. Major one-time boost this year. Okay. But as Spotlight PA reported in a new investigation, fewer and fewer people have been receiving these rent and property tax rebates each year, largely because state lawmakers haven't increased the income limits to qualify in more than 15 years. Ooh, well, that sucks. They need kind of like a cost of living adjustment in there, right? They need a COLA increase kind of built in there. Still, many people who could benefit are missing out because they don't even know about the program. That's kind of one of my missions here on this channel is to let you guys know about these programs. Forbes' recent article said that 90% of people don't even know about these programs. So that's one of my missions here on this channel. State officials estimate that about one-third of eligible Pennsylvanians don't even apply each year. That's going to be a lot of people. Spotlight PA pulled together some common questions about how the rent and property tax program works, who's eligible, and how bonuses work. If you're 65 or older, received disability benefits, and paid rent or property taxes last year, you qualify if you meet the income requirements. Income limit is $35,000 per household for homeowners and $15,000 for households for renters. Yeah, you could see how they probably need to bump those up. Again, if you're from Pennsylvania, call, email, tweet your legislator. Same thing with other states as well. If you receive Social Security benefits, the state only counts half of that income towards the income cap. Some veteran benefits aren't counted as all. You could be eligible if you're a widow or widower and over the age of 50. More detailed information is available on the state's Department of Revenue website. One thing to bear in mind, the income limit doesn't change based on how many people are in your household. So if you're married and live together, your spouse's combined income still needs to be at that or under the threshold. Yeah, they need to rework that. If you think you might be eligible, contact your state lawmaker's office or regional office or the State Department of Revenue. How much can you get? Normally, the maximum rebate you can receive is $650, although homeowners in Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Scranton can get additional rebates because of the way the cities structure the local taxes. There is extra money available this year because of the one-time rebates, so recipients will get their usual amount plus 70% more. So you can get up to a total of $1,105. Pretty good. In Kansas, Governor Laura Kelly announced $51 million in bonus payments supporting direct workers. Governor Laura Kelly today announced $51 million would be distributed to Medicaid home and community-based services providers beginning this year. The bonuses would benefit approximately 24,000 direct support workers in the state. Each care worker could receive up to a $2,000 bonus. In Michigan, Governor Gretchen Whitmer signed a executive order directive utilizing the Inflation Reduction Act to lower costs for Michigan families. You can see here. Today, Governor Gretchen Whitmer signed an executive order to lower costs for families by ensuring Michigan takes advantage of tax credits and other opportunities as effectively as possible. This will ensure Michigan state departments and agencies use every tool in their toolbox to pass savings on to Michiganders. This will lower the cost of prescription drugs, healthcare, and energy and offer middle-class tax credits to help families buy electric vehicles made in Michigan and create millions of manufacturing jobs. It says Michigan seniors on Medicare will have their prescription drug costs capped at $2,000 a year, no matter how many prescriptions they have, and insulin capped at $35 a month. We will also help save over 300,000 Michiganders nearly $800 a year on premiums. All families will save at least $500 a year on energy costs. And middle-class Michiganders will get thousands of dollars in tax credits if they buy an electric vehicle made in Michigan. These provisions, the interesting one here is all families will save at least $500 a year on energy costs. That is very interesting. She says tough times don't last, but tough people do. And it is time they get some relief. Let's get it done. She has also proposed cutting taxes, offering rebates, and increasing tax credits to put more money in people's pockets. This includes her proposal to roll back the retirement tax, create a $2,500 rebate for electric vehicles, and send working families $500 rebate checks, aka stimulus checks, from the state budget surplus, and triple the earned income tax credit to directly benefit 730,000 working families. That's also known as the adult tax credit, including half the children in Michigan as well. So you can see here, she has several things on the block here for Michigan. I'll keep you up to date. Tax rebate 2022, millions of Americans will receive direct payments up to $700 in just weeks. Eligible Illinois residents have just weeks left to file for one-time rebate checks of up to $700, as the deadline is October 17th. That's an October 17th deadline. Hopefully you will qualify. Hopefully you've done this already, but you can see that right here on the screen. Checks of up to $700 with this deadline of October 17th. Illinois residents must meet certain criteria to grab direct payments from the Illinois Family Relief Plan. If you qualify, taxpayers must fill out an Illinois 1040 form, as the plan offers rebates on both income tax and property tax to those eligible. So you can see here, there's going to be multiple different types of checks here, both income tax rebate checks and property tax rebate checks. Checks have already started hitting accounts at the beginning of September, but others may need to wait about 8 weeks for these checks. So some people may have already started getting these. The state estimates that around 6 million Illinoisians, I'm probably saying that wrong, will be eligible to receive these rebate checks. The checks are for individuals who made less than $200,000 are $50 for adults per adult, couples filing jointly $100, and tax filers with dependents are also $100 per dependent, up to 3 dependents. So it's $50 per adult, $100 per couple, and $100 per dependent, up to 3 dependents. So that's a maximum of $400 there, plus property tax checks. You can see here the state of Illinois is also providing property tax rebates to eligible homeowners up to a maximum of $300. So the $400 maximum previously and a maximum of property tax rebates of up to $300 is a total of up to $700. They also had other things for this state. It was kind of like a mini stimulus package of the state. This relief package also supports Illinoisians while fulfilling indispensable needs like buying gasoline, groceries, and school supplies. There was also tax cuts on several different things here as well, included in there. Illinois was one of those states that really didn't have that much money. In fact, in very recent years, they were severe. They actually still have debt. So it's not like they're California that has uh, $97 billion in surplus. So I just know that because I've seen it in one of the recent articles here. So for Illinois to even be sending out anything up to $700, and they cut gas taxes, and they cut grocery taxes and school supply. It was actually a pretty good thing here. You know, we look at other states like Ohio and Texas and Florida that haven't really sent out much or anything at all yet. For Illinois to be sending out something was better than nothing. So I'll keep you up to date here on all these different states, as well as the federal government as well. Because remember that every single state got billions of dollars from the last stimulus package, and every single state has billions of dollars as well from the surplus money that they're taking in right now from either their state taxes, or even the states that don't have taxes like Texas and Florida. Both of those states have over $20 billion in surplus. okay, because they're just taking it through sales taxes, property taxes, and other things like that. Now, Florida, that is basically just got hit by the hurricane. If now's not the best time to send out your stimulus money to help out people, the whole state just got completely ravaged. If the governor's not going to send out the stimulus money now to help out the people, I don't know what you're going to hold the money for. You can let me know your thoughts here. Governor Ron DeSantis is now asking Biden for federal help, but before that, he's literally criticizing and calling Biden names at every given chance that he can. Now he's asking Biden for help. Meanwhile, he's still sitting on almost $10 billion of stimulus money and $20 billion of surplus. You think he would use that money to help out his residents as well, but he's going to ask for federal money while he sits on all this other money and just lets it sit there. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. But there's a lot of states that still have money. Not a single state has ran out of their stimulus money or their surplus money. That's two different pots of money for each state. In fact, we're probably going to see a lot of different states as well next year. Not that this year's over, but next year we're going to see a lot of states as well with stimulus checks, property tax rebate checks, and all these different types of refund checks, stimulus checks as well. So make sure to subscribe down below to our YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button, then the bell icon. If you haven't yet, it's completely free to do so. And don't forget to hit the like button for us as well. I'll keep you up to date here. You can click here to watch my newest video next. And here is my newest video on Social Security raises as well. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.